Hello everyone, welcome to this 15-minute Pilates workout for legs and glutes. We're going to be starting off, a little away from me, we're going to be starting off on our backs. So just make sure you're nice and comfortable, laying down, sort out your hair, feet together, then heels out, toes forwards, making sure the toes are facing straight forwards and not out to the sides. Little rock from side to side with the hips. We're just going to warm up and stretch the sides of the legs. So feet nice and wide, allow both knees to fall over to the left. Come into the middle and over to the right. So if you're going over to the right, allow the left hip to come off the floor slightly. And this should feel really nice for the sides of the legs. And then over to the other side. Breathe into the middle, breathe out, fall over. Good, in again, other side. And again, come up, walk the feet back in, hip width apart. And then from here, we're going to make sure that pelvis is nice and neutral as we hug the left knee in towards the chest, stretch the right leg out. Give yourself a little shuffle up if you haven't got enough space. Push through that right heel and then put the left hand on the inside of the left knee and push it out to the side. Opening up the hips and the inner thighs. Pop that left foot onto the right thigh, left arm out, right hand on that left knee and stretch over to the right. Back into the middle, switch legs, left leg long, hug the right knee in. Right hand on the inside of that right knee, push through that right heel. Right foot onto the left thigh, right arm out to the side and turn over to the left, feeling a really good stretch in the sides. If you've got sciatica or tight hips or legs, this exercise is really good for releasing tension. And lay down, feet back together again. Feet hip width apart, heels out, toes forwards, hands onto the floor. We're going to breathe in. We're going to now tuck the pelvis, lift all the way up, pushing into the heels, warming up the legs and the backs. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently tuck that pelvis, roll all the way back down. And again, coming up, squeezing in. You can, if you want to, clasp the hands behind the back, so you get a higher reach with the glutes. Toes can come off the floor slightly, so you're really pushing into your heels. Release the hands, come all the way back down. Good, now bring the feet in closer together. We're going to lift up, and now this time hands underneath the glutes, and we're going to allow the knees to fall apart slightly without compromising the height of the spine. So if you can't quite do this, don't worry. Release the hands and come back down. And again, tuck the pelvis, lifting up, hands underneath. Knees go out to the sides, squeeze it back in. So you're going to be feeling this in the inner thighs and the glutes. Really good for strength building as well. And come back to the floor with grace. And again, squeezing the glutes, lifting up, nice and strong. Knees go out, come back in. Make sure your knees aren't going too wide. From here, we're going to do some pulses. Keep squeezing in and out and come back down. Well done. You should have really felt that nice little burn at the end there. Heels to release tension in your ankles. Rock from side to side. Massage out the lower back. Okay, so from here, this exercise, some people struggle with this one. So just do what you can. Extend the left leg long and that right foot goes onto the floor, bending the knee. We're going to breathe out. Lift yourself up, look up towards the ceiling and gently come back down. Breathing in. Breathe out, prepare, lifting up. and come back down. If you feel too much pain in your right shin, you need to move your foot forwards. And down. Good. Now extra challenge here. Breathe in only if you can. Breathe out. Lift up that left leg. And drop it back down to the floor. Come back down. Well done. So if you can, join in with me for this next challenge. We're going to lift the leg up again and pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Fabulous work. So if you couldn't quite manage to lift the leg off the floor, that's fine. Just build yourself up to that. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Other side. Left foot on the floor, right leg long. Breathe in, breathe out, lift up. And gently release. Breathing in, breathing out, lift. Squeeze into the glutes. Let everything be really strong here. And back down. And again, lift. Don't hold your breath in this position. Keep breathing in and out. We're going to go for the leg raise now if you can. If you did it on one side, let's go for the other side, lifting up. Put back down. Fabulous. Now, we're going to do our pulses. So wrists nice and strong. Deep breath in, breathe out, lift up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Come back in. Well done. Just stretch out the legs, hands onto the legs, breathing in, breathing out, nod the chin, hands come all the way down, and stretch. Well done. And release, coming back up. Good. Now coming on to all fours. Knees in line with the hip, wrists in line with the shoulders. Going to extend that right leg back. Drive the heel in towards the ceiling. Imagine that leg is nice and long. Squeezing your core, hips even. And then tap the foot down and squeeze it up. Tap it down and lift. So you don't want the foot to really go higher than the hips. You want to feel that squeeze in the glutes. Tap it down, lifting up. Tap and squeeze. Tap nice and slow, nice and controlled. Lifting up. From here, little small baby pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come back down. Stretch back. Other side, straight away, left leg long. Hold it here. Just feel the squeeze, feel the muscles in the left leg and the glutes start to warm up. From here, we're going to tap the foot down and lift up. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Breathe in and out. Down and up. Just nice and controlled. We want quality over quantity here. Good. From here, pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put down, bring it in, stretch back. Well done. Give your wrists and arms a little break. Fabulous. From here, back into an all fours position, or you can come onto your elbows if need be. Lift up that right foot so you're driving the right heel in towards the ceiling, bending that knee. You're going to tap the knee almost to the floor and then squeeze and lift it straight back up. So squeezing up and gently dropping, lifting up and gently dropping. So nice and slow. The slower you go, the better it is for your legs and your glutes. Builds up more resistance. Use the breath, breathing out. From here, pulsing it up. Good. Squeezing and driving. Good. Nearly there. Knees down. stretch back. Let's go to the other side. So left leg up and towards the air. If you feel lower back pain here, it's because you're lifting your knee up too high and your hips are twisting. So keep them as level as you can. Squeeze, that's it, good. Come down. Lifting up. Squeezing down and lift. Down and lift. Breathing in and out. Nice and strong. And from here we're going to pulse. Keep squeezing, keep pushing through that heel, bring it down, stretch it back. Well done. Your glutes should be very nicely warmed up and slightly on fire. Now we're going to come into a prone position, and you're going to have your hands on top of one another, elbows wide, feet as wide as the mat, pointing out to a diagonal with the toes. And you're going to squeeze the heels together. So if your heels don't actually touch, that's okay. You just want to feel the motion in the hamstrings and the glutes. So squeezing in and out. Really squeeze. And from here we're going to hold it. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Bring it down and stretch it out. That's like a little miracle worker for your glutes, that one. It's very, very good. Now just curl the toes under if you feel like you need to stretch in your ankles and your hamstrings, and bring the knees off the floor. It really helps just to give yourself a little breather, relieving tension in those muscles. Now bring your knees wide and your feet together to touch. And now push into your heels and imagine you're trying to lift your legs off the floor. So if you can't do this, don't worry. You don't want to lift your knees off the floor that high. And if you feel your lower spine is pinching, you're lifting your legs far too high off the floor. Just breathe out as you squeeze up. Lifting up and coming down. Squeeze and down. Good, and again. Just breathing in and out, activating the core, relaxing the head down into the hands, lifting up and down. Good. Got 5 left. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Well done. You should definitely be feeling it in the legs now. We're going to come into a quick downward dog just to stretch out the hamstrings. You can walk out your dog if you need to. Bring your feet right up towards your wrists and come to roll all the way up. So I'm going to move off my mat for this one because the floor is a lot better for balance. So we're going to be standing on one leg here. So feet come into a hip width position, pelvis in neutral. Bending at the knees, standing on the left leg, we're going to squeeze the right leg out to the side. So many different options here. You can hold onto the wall, you can put your hands onto your hips if you want to, but keep that left knee bent. It's going to add a lot more resistance. Just keep breathing in and out as you're squeezing out. So you can make this harder, hands in a prayer position in front of you or arms out to the side. This really will test your balance and your core. But again, if you can't do it, don't worry. Just keep building up to it. Going to do 3, 2, and 1. Feet together and relax. Well done. Quick bend there. Okay, bend the right knee, left foot. Squeeze out and in. Squeeze. Ooh, little wobble from me there. Squeeze. So this is fabulous for the sides of the legs, the love handles as we call it, the outer thigh, glutes. If you did it on one side, try and do it on the other, arms out like a T. Just keep squeezing. Keep breathing out as the leg lifts out. Here we go, countdown is on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs back down. Well done, everyone. We're going to stretch out now. So standing on the left leg, going to bend that right ankle on top of that knee, sink down, stretching out the hips. Don't forget, hold on to the wall if need be. This is a very good stretch. It really benefits your legs and tight hips. It's my favourite stretch ever, actually. Let's go to the other side. Right foot down. Left ankle on that right thigh. Lifting up. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, and roll down. Legs as straight as you can get them. Lift the toes off the floor if you need a deeper stretch. Bend the knees, breathing in, breathe out, straighten up. And again, bend and lift up. And gently rolling all the way up. Well done, everyone. I hope your legs are on fire and you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon.